Here we go again. Okay, this is going to be part 2 of the burial of the filth, which is DT himself. Okay, let me respond to everything, all the comments or everything yesterday. The first thing actually I want to respond to is Dean TV. Dean, this is your comment. It says right here, I just saw D-Reed make an alt and now the alt is gone, Slotham. I thought you would be true to your word. Also, it was the Bob name. Yeah, the account name was Pedo Bob. I'm sure D-Reed doesn't mind me saying this, but you did say, Slotham, that anyone could say anything, and he came on here with Bob name, and now it's not there anymore. Okay, first of all, D-Reed, the avatar of that alt account had male genitalia right on it. Right there, you can see. It's male genitalia. I have never allowed nudity on my channel, no matter what, and I never will allow. He can say whatever he wants. I didn't even know. I don't even care what he said. The reason I banned the Pedo Bob alt account is because it had male genitalia right there on the avatar. Now let me ask you something face to face. Don't you have a son, Dean TV? Is it okay for your underage son to see male genitalia avatars? Is that okay? You think that's fine? D. Reed, your sick, twisted mind, if that was you that created that alt account, you think it's okay for underage kids to see male genitalia in the comment section? A. Volpe, I got a question for you. Weren't you the one who exposed Bomberny TV for doing pedo tendencies with kids? Do you think it's okay for someone to create an alt account with male genitalia right there so that there's possibility of a chance of an underage a minor under 18 could come across my channel and see the male genitalia? Do you think that's okay? Dean TV, what does free speech have to do with nudity? Even out there in America on the street, everyone has free speech. But if you walk out there in public naked, showing your genitalia, you get arrested. So how the hell can you compare nudity with free speech? Does that make sense? I'm asking you face to face. If your son saw male genitalia avatar on my channel, do you think it's okay? That's what I'm thinking. I didn't ban that alt account because of what he is saying. I banned the alt account because he had male genitalia in the avatar. I lost all respect for you, D. Reed. You have a sick, twisted mind. I know at the time you probably weren't thinking of it the way I am, but now that I'm saying it this way, now it's clicking. You like to have that Be Real stream, right? On your Keeping It Real stream on your channel. Discuss that next time on your Keeping It Real stream. Discuss it with Albert Menendez, Dean TV. Albert, that's another person. You have family members. You think it's okay for young family members to see an avatar with male genitalia in comment section? Do you think that's allowed? You think that's normal? I don't think so. You guys exposed Bomberny TV for doing, pedo tendencies with kids, talking to them online chats, and you expect me to keep up an avatar with male genitalia? That is sick and twisted. Dean TV, I want you to answer that question. Go in the comment section and answer. Do you think it's okay for male genitalia avatar to be left up so that possibly a minor under 18 can come across the channel? I'm sure there are probably some people under 18 that watch my channel. Probably not a lot, but maybe there's one or two. But do you think it's okay to keep that up? That's why I banned that alt account, because it had nudity. He was literally breaking the terms of service of YouTube. And I want you to think about that. I'm asking you man to man if it's okay. All right, now we're on. And then also, yeah, in your other comment, you're like, oh, look, the alt accounts are made here. Look, I don't fight anyone else's battles. I never will. I see this weak response video by DT himself. It's so trash. Like, okay, let's actually go over everything. Let's see. The first thing you said in your response video, which I knew you're going to say, is, oh, look at the hairy chest. Okay, first of all, at least I have hair. At least I have hair that I can shave off my face. At least I have hair on my body. At least I have some testosterone. You're some weak, frail, shriveled loser that sits around your couch all day doing nothing with 2 cats thinking you're productive. You had your whole life exposed. You have your whole life and everything around your life exposed. Everyone knows who you really are. Just because I want to say something. Just because I'm roasting and attacking, just because I'm roasting DT doesn't mean I'm roasting everyone that's associated with DT. That's what DT wants to That's the image that he or the that he wants to portray to all of you, is that if I attack DT, that automatically means I'm attacking everyone associated or everyone who watches DT. No, it doesn't mean that. He wants you to think that so he can get you all on his side. I don't have anything on the rest of you guys. I just have something on DT that I want to roast and get off and put him in his place. The rest of you people that are in the so-called army, I have nothing against you guys. So remember that. So yeah, he's making fun of some hair. Oh, the hair on my chest. Oh, you're wearing a wife beater. You're wearing a jersey. Well, let me tell you something. And I'm sure Dean TV can probably attest to this. When you have a lot of testosterone and you work out regularly, you have muscles, which you don't. You're just a skinny, fat person that doesn't have any kind of physical training at all. Like when you work out regularly and when you have a good diet regularly, the internal body temperature of your body is usually hot. It's hotter than usual. So when you wear like normal shirts and stuff like that, you tend to sweat easier because your internal body heat is hotter. That's why I like to wear wife beaters and jerseys to cool off. That's why in my videos I'm wearing it just to cool off. Because especially when I'm talking to, internal body heat is there's so much calories burning in your body that you've been eating a good diet, you've been exercising. Your internal body heat, you wouldn't know any of that, right? Because you never lifted a weight in your life. The only weight that you have lifted in your life is probably at the assembly line, the same assembly line which someone got you fired at, because the proof is out there. And I want to say something to Level 1 Online. I know it's not you on the alt accounts.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready!
It's DT, the one that wants to portray that every alt account is you, because you, Level 1 Online, are the same person that ruined his life and ruined his personal life and exposed everything that's on his personal life, and which got other people watching that, and now they're the ones exposing and continuing to roast him, which I agree with. I think it's eye for an eye. If he comes at you one time, you get to come at him infinitely in any way you want. So I know, Level 1 Online, that I knew from the beginning that these alt accounts all aren't you. I knew that. That's just something that DT just wants to portray for his so-called army so that they can all just be hitting on one person. But it's really, I know it's not you. I know you have a real world job. You have a real career.
I know you have a real world job. You have a real career.
I know you have a real world job. You have a real career.
You serious?
Unlike DT, who just, what did he do? He worked at assembly line. He worked at, didn't Alphanerd expose the fact that he got fired from Boston Pizza because he made the servers feel uncomfortable? Just some creep that could only get any sexual gratification from paying money. We'll get to that. But yeah, so the only weights you ever lifted is probably in your hard manual labor jobs that you ever done, probably packing boxes at an assembly line over and over and over again. I actually take care of myself. I have a high temperature internal body heat. That's why I have to wear wife beaters when I talk. Even at home, even in the winter time, I'm wearing wife beaters at home, is because the internal body heat. So, but you wouldn't understand that, right? You're some weak, shriveled guy that just smokes weed all day, and you just think somehow that's some sort of success in your mind, which you're not. You're literally a loser, and you know everything I'm saying is cutting deep because you know it's true. You know it's true because your rant response video was totally weak. Totally weak. I want all your followers to understand, do not follow in the footsteps of this loser. He never went to university. He probably never went to college. He has no actual success in his life. Because that's the main thing. Look, trust me, I have success in my life. Trust me, I have success, okay? So I can tell when someone else doesn't have success in their life, and you're one of those people. You're one of those people that doesn't have any success, and let's move on. The next thing you said, I'm trying to remember what you said. One of the other things you said was that, you're like, I just constantly say that I won some tournaments in UMVC3, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Oh, that's because all you do is play all day, and all you do, and your mommy, and you said your mommy bought you the game, and you're like, okay, this is the only game I got bought, so I might as well play and practice this. And then you proceeded to call the game one of the really garbage. Okay, all right. Okay, my guy, I'm doing videos for my car driving. I have a car, unlike somebody who is scared to get a license. Okay, you're scared to get a license. I have a career. I have a life. Why? Like, that's not even something to like argue with. Of course, I can buy a game. Why do you always attack mommies for? You always, and then he said, oh, you're probably in you're next to your mommy's room or mommy's basement or whatever. The people on the internet that expose you, they're watching everything that's going on with your family members. They know that you're not going to their Christmas dinners. They know that you're not getting invited to, like, when I watch your videos the only type of knowledge that you have that's actually intellectual is probably on which weed strain is better. That's probably it. You're some doped up guy that just smokes weed every single day. That's your vortex that you're in right now. You just keep, and then when you're off the weed, that's when you feel the pain. You're the relapse, right? When you're off weed and you don't have anything to smoke, then you're kind of feeling crappy. You realize how crappy your life is. You need to think about maybe procreating, which probably you will never will. Your parents are disgusted that their only son that was supposed to be meant to carry a legacy for them and maybe do something with their life is a complete failure. That's why you like to constantly make fun of people that have a good relationship with their parents, is because you don't. You don't have a good relationship with your parents. What I feel sad for is the people that follow him, blindly follow him. You're following a guy that has not been successful in his real life. Yeah, he's funny. Yeah, he makes funny in television videos. That's why I liked him in the first place, because he was funny. He's a comedian. It's funny to listen to. But you really shouldn't follow someone like this guy who has nothing going on in his life, that is scared to get a license. One, because he says, I'm scared to drive, but two, what I really think is because he can't afford the monthly insurance payments. He can't afford a car. He can't afford the gas. He cannot afford the oil change. That's the real reason why he can't. Because here, everything in Canada, like, everything costs a little bit more than America. This guy probably has one of the worst credit scores, so that's why he probably can't get anything there. Let's see, what else? Yeah, you're like, you live in your mommy's basement or your mommy's thing. My guy, parents live with me, and in certain cultures, we take care of our parents, right? We actually take care of them. We stick together as a unit. You, on the other hand, decided not to because A, you got kicked out because your parents thought you were a failure, or B, you just got mad that nothing's going well, so you wanted to live by yourself somewhere. Like, your parents don't even talk to you. They don't even want to associate with you. They might talk to you in pity, but they don't want to associate with you because of how trash your life is. You're like, I'm some virgin incel. Okay, really? You're really going to go to the virgin? Alphanerd explained that the only time you ever got sexual gratification is when you paid for it. And I believe that. I believe there's not one female in real life, unless it was some complete dirty crackhead that you probably paid with weed, unless it was that situation where you paid them with weed. Other than that, there's no way you ever had a girlfriend, you never had actual real sexual gratification for real. I have never once paid for any sexual gratification. I have never, too, been to a strip club in my life because I think it's stupid trying to pay money here and there to try to get gratification and attention from a girl. I like to get it the real way. I'm at a stage in my life where I've gotten the real way so many times that now I've actually stopped doing it the easy way, which is just getting it the real way, and I actually want to settle down and find someone real. I want to find someone real to actually procreate with in a real situation and be monogamous, and be 100% loyal to one, and so forth and so on. I'm at that stage in my life. You're not even close to that stage. You even said yourself you don't even want to have in a relationship. You're never going to procreate. The only way you're going to procreate is probably when you're 60, finding some overseas or something like that, and you're just going to procreate, and that's going to be your lineage, some trash lineage that you're going to leave. Your parents must be so sad that you're the type of person, you're the son, usually they favor the son to carry everything on. What are you going to carry on? You have no prospects at all. You worked in an assembly line. You worked at Boston Pizza, like these dead-end minimum wage jobs. The only time that you're excited, you get excited. There's 2 times you get excited in your life. One is when you get your new weed strain. You get your re-up on your weed so you can smoke. And the second time you're really excited is when the government raises the minimum wage. Because then in your mind, you think, wow, I'm going to get more money. Because that's the kind of jobs you do is minimum wage trash. And what else did you say in the video? Yeah. Back to the beginning, you were saying, oh, you're some... And I was explaining to you, yeah, people that regularly work out have to wear wife beaters because it's some internal body weight is too hot. There's a video of you that Alphanerd exposed where you got beaten up by a guy. You got lifted off, thrown down to the ground, and then you're grabbing his crotch. Like, that's all real, guys. Don't believe his stories like, oh, they were all drunk and messing around. No, he probably ran his mouth, and the guy was like, okay, let's fight, and he probably got beat. And then there you go. He just lost. He does, like, the reason I knew in the beginning that this is a person that lies a lot just to cover himself. The fact that he made a rant video trying to explain that why do you have hairy chest? Your mommy bought you video games. He's just saying this to me. You're a virgin. You're in mommy's room beside her. What else did he say? Those are all lies. I want you guys to know that he's just lying, right? So the chance of him lying for other things where he said that, no, I didn't get fired from my job, I left, that's probably a lie. Where he said that, we were just drunk and playing around when the video where he got beat up, that's probably a lie. He just lies a lot, right? Which is okay. I don't mind that because I obviously know what the truth is. Most of the viewers listening to this probably know what the truth is. Remember, he's funny for the comedy. I give you that. When it comes to Amico and the jokes, he is funny. But I don't know why he tried to roast me in a video. Like, it was 6 minutes long. He didn't have much to say. It's like, what can you roast on? The evidence is all there that everything you're saying is probably wrong. And then what else? Okay, so then he was saying like, oh, this level 1 online is ruining my comment section. No, it's not him on the, like, I don't know why you think that he's every alt account. He doesn't have time for that.
He doesn't have time for that.
Ready?
Ready!
He probably has, I already knew from the beginning he has a real career. He's clearly driving a car when he does his videos. Usually when that happens, it's like, okay, he has his stuff together, unlike you who's scared to get a license. You know, there's immigrants that come across from the world that get their license. They do the test. They get their license. They pass. It's not that hard. What else? Yeah, you're saying that... Yeah, I just allow comments to go all out on my comment section, unless there's nudity, Dean TV. If there's nudity in an avatar, I'm gonna block that. I don't want kids seeing that crap. And I ask you again, comment in the comment section. Do you think it's okay for someone to leave a comment with a picture of a male genitalia in the avatar? You can fully see it, and be like, is that okay when you were the same people exposing Bomberny TV for doing pedo-like tendencies with kids? Like, D. Reed, aren't you a grown man? Don't you understand that kids can come around seeing male genitalia in the avatar? That's why I blocked that alt account. It wasn't what he said. You can say whatever you want. Someone else in the comments said that I deleted a comment when they tried to defend Carl. No, I didn't. I didn't delete it. Either YouTube deleted themselves, or I didn't delete anything. You can defend Carl all you want. He's some fat, slobbering moron that can't even speak. You can defend him all you want. Yeah, so DT saying that my channel is overrun. Oh yeah, here's one thing I really want to expose to you, the army or the people that support DT. He was saying in the video that this is what DT was saying, quote unquote, I'm paraphrasing, that, okay, Slotham, now my community all hates you. My community? He wants to try to be the leader of this community that you all are following. My community? That's the only time he's ever been a leader in his life, is on YouTube. That's why he feels so good about it. He wants to protect this, because this is the only time in his life, real life or social media life where he feels like he's the leader of something. He was never a leader in school. He was never a leader in his grades. He was never a leader in his job. He was never a leader in girls. He was never a leader in his friends. He was never a leader with his family. He was never a leader with his parents. He was never leading anything. The only time he's leading anything is on this YouTube community that he thinks is the DT army. Remember, I'm not making fun of the army. Just because I'm attacking DT doesn't mean I'm attacking the rest of you. He wants to portray that image. He wants to portray that image that if I'm attacking you, I'm attacking you. No, I have nothing against any of you. The rest of you guys have, sometimes you guys have good comments, but remember, I'm not going to fight your fights. If you pissed off the wrong people, I'm not there to defend you. You have to fight that battle yourself or ask DT to defend you, your leader, which he wants to portray as your leader. The only advice I would ever take from you straight up is probably what weed strain is the best, has the best potency. Which sativa has the highest potency, which indica has the highest potency. That's probably where I take advice from you. Like, tell me what strain to get all these people that want to smoke weed or whatever. That's the only time I would take advice from you. Other than that, I'm not taking advice from you or anything, especially I'm not policing, aka babysitting the comments. No, it's true. Even one of the comments, it was by Blitzkrieg, said, and NBK Silent, you said you banned Blitzkrieg. Yeah, I banned him because I listened to you guys back then, but then I realized that anyone could just create a new alt account and just create a new comment, and then I found myself, I'm just constantly banning, I'm constantly policing and babysitting the comments. That's why then I decided, no, everyone's allowed. Anyone is allowed to comment, unless you use nudity, Dean TV, because I don't want kids to see nudity avatars, male genitalia. That's disgusting, D-Reed. You piece of filth. That's filthy, D-Reed. I lost all respect for you after that. Don't you have a brain? Aren't you thinking in a different way that what if children see the avatars of male genitalia? Don't you think that's wrong? My God, you're disgusting. I don't know why you tried to roast me. And remember, this is someone. The thing about this guy is he has nothing to lose anymore, right? He's already lost everything online. He has lost his image. He's lost his family. He's lost this. He's working dead-end jobs, so he doesn't care how he looks online anymore. And I don't even care about the subscriber list. I've told you that from the beginning. Someone in the comments said, well, if you don't care about the subscriber list, why did you do Google Ads? That was in the beginning when I was doing Let's Plays videos. When I was doing Let's Play video, when I first started on YouTube, I'm like, okay, let's do Google Ads. Let's try to build my channel. Then I realized how the YouTube algorithm works, and there's no way they're going to try and promote some guy with a mask on, with a hairy chest and a wife beater, playing games, making jokes. After that happened, after when I stopped Google Ads and moved on to, then I played a little bit of games with no Google Ads, didn't care about subscribers. Then I moved on to television, still don't care about subscribers. In the beginning I thought I could make something. Then I realized, no, this is not really worth it for the amount of work you do in editing. It's not worth it, and there's no way YouTube's gonna push someone like me. After I found that out, then I stopped caring about subscribers. And currently I don't care about subscribers. I am kind of disappointed in D-Reed for an alt account with male genitalia. That is kind of, I would never cross that line. What else? Remember, do I ever tell anybody don't watch this channel, don't do that? No, keep watching DT. DT's funny. He has funny Amico videos. I'll still watch DT for his rants. Okay, one guy says free speech was never the issue. It's the quality of your comments. Well, you guys made the quality of the comments bad because you guys did something to piss off the other side. So now they're going to attack you. That's just the way it is. You can't just... What you guys don't understand is how much of a deadly impact exposing DT and having all that stuff had in his real life. He covers it up, but really that's a really big exposure. That's why Bomberny TV left, because he didn't want to be exposed further. He just left. Arioko said, you're a follower of Andrew Tate, and then DT mentioned Andrew Tate. Do you know how helpful Andrew Tate is to men that actually want to improve themselves? I'll tell you the reason right now, DT, why you don't like Andrew Tate. And this is true. Anyone listening to this? This is true. When you listen to anyone like Andrew Tate, he's all about self-improvement. Set aside the Hustlers University. When he talks about things which is all about self-improvement, there's various categories to self-improving, right? People like me and other successful people, we have some of those categories already on lock. We're good on the categories. There'll be one category here, two category here. What Tate helped me on is identifying when girls are just there to be simped on, like when girls will use you to simp, or a girl that's actually serious for the long term. He actually helped me on that. When someone like DT listens to Tate and self-improvement, every single category that Tate is trying to improve you on, DT is a failure. Alphanerd can definitely, I think an Alphanerd said in one of his videos that he can probably beat up DT with his hands tied behind his back, blindfolded. I believe that. Just some sheer weight and force, DT would probably lose in a fight. But take it from someone like me who's successful, who has things going on in his life that's good. Someone says you'll gain those lost subs back. Just watch. I know. Again, it's not about the subs. Like I'm glad you all guys subs and you see the content. You know, I want to tell everybody just from the beginning. Just because I agreed with the Amico opinions of DT doesn't mean I agreed with DT in his real life. Doesn't mean that I was like, yeah, DT forever. No, I knew he was a loser right from the beginning. The reason I subbed to the level 1 online alt accounts is because I want to hear the backstory of what happened. Like, obviously I came into this late. I want to hear every story with DT and how he got exposed and what happened. That's why I listen to level 1 online alt accounts. I want to hear the stories. So continue to. I know level 1 online, you're successful in your life. I knew that right from the beginning. I know you have everything on lock. I know. Like DT's the complete opposite, who doesn't have a good job, who just works dead-end jobs. I know that. It's no secret there. Don't worry, this is one of, I can do this all day. I can do this all friggin' day. It's easy. It's easy to friggin' expose him. It's up to you guys to listen and be like, wait, maybe he is right. All right, I'm out. Peace.